Now, there was a list that I came across of. There was a list of people that WWF management was not so pleased with when it comes to their current run and their current crowd reaction. Now, usually, I really don't take rumors seriously, but when I see the list, I'm like, this list looks pretty accurate. I wouldn't put it past anybody if management is not pleased with these people's current runs on the main roster. So, the first people on the list was the Viking Raiders. Now, it seems like they've been trying to put these guys over for the past 3-4 years now. It's like, I feel like they are the Lacey Evans of the tag team division. It's like so many stop and start pushes. Like 1 minute they are pushed, then the next minute we don't see them for like weeks. Or they don't look as strong as they once did. So they gotta take a huge step back. It's like, yeah, it seems like Triple H is trying to push him, right? They paired up his wife with that tag team, right? So it seems like Triple H is trying to take them seriously by adding Sarah Rowe to that group. But I don't know, it seems like the Usos, it feels like all the tag teams are on hold until the Usos drop those belts. It's like, yeah, how hard can you push them? Look, we all know that the Usos are not going to be dropping those tag team titles anytime soon. So it's kind of off or not. If you push tag teams, it's like they have both belts. So how hard can you push them? Because let's say they fight the Usos, okay, we all know the Usos will win. So it's like, yeah, you can have the Raiders on a huge streak of wins, but what is it going to mean once they lose to the Usos? So it feels like all the tag teams are on hold until the Usos drop those belts. So it feels like the crowd don't take no tag team seriously at the current moment, because how? We all know you are going to lose to the Usos. So what is there to cheer for? What is the end game for the Raiders? Nothing. They gotta wait their turn for the Usos to drop those belts to somebody. So I feel like the tag team division is on hold until the Usos drop those belts. So I will give the Raiders a hall pass. It's like, yeah, they don't get a good reaction, but why? The Usos are holding those titles hostage. So where is their push going? Nowhere. What? So it's like the crowd don't care if they look dominant. Where is their run or push going if we all know they will not be beating Usos anytime soon? So where is their run going? What do these wins mean? Nothing. But I will give them a hall pass. Let's wait until the Usos drop those belts. Then we can take the Raiders seriously. So I saw Omos on this list. I don't know. It seems like ever since Triple H took over, Omos has been just dead. His push, his run has been dead ever since Triple H took over. Because I don't think Triple H likes giants. I mean, I've seen no proof of him liking giants going back to the Black and Gold NXT. So Omos not being pushed, hey, I ain't shocked. But what do I think about the crowd not caring about Omos? I mean, it's his fault and his booking's fault. There's something about Omos that's like, man, he's missing something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. He's missing that it factor. It's like you could make the argument that the Great Khali had more of an it factor than Omos. It's like there's something missing with Omos. I don't get it. He's with, look, he's paired up with a manager. He's paired up with MVP. But there's something about it. It's like, I don't get it. So him not being seen on TV, I ain't shocked. I don't know, it's his fault, and you can blame his booking. It's like, what is there? It's like, every time we do see him, he beats two jobbers at the same time, but what does that mean? Nothing. What do these wins against jobbers mean? Nothing. That's what's killing him. I mean, look, this dude hasn't had a meaningful feud since Lashley. That's a problem to me. That's a bad thing. So, management not being happy about his crowd reaction, I ain't shocked. So, I saw Emma on this list. Now, when it comes to Emma, I'm shocked they actually brought her back. Because I'm like, I don't know tons of people that were clamoring for her to come back. That's what shocked me, that she came back. Now, she's very good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying she sucks. She's a very talented wrestler. But nobody was crying to bring her back. That's why I'm like, hold on. Out of all the girls you brought back, why her? Because I view it as she did have a cup of coffee with All Elite Wrestling, right? I always find a problem with, if Mr. Tony Khan didn't sign her, that's a problem, because she is an ex-WWF girl. So I'm like, Khan didn't sign her to a long-term deal? That's weird to me. So her current run is like, I kind of see why TK didn't really bring her in. It's like there's nothing there. It's like, what's her character? Is she good at promos? Does she have a catchphrase? What is her character about? I don't know. I feel like they brought her back because she's with Madcap Moss. I feel like that was kind of a token hire. That's just my opinion, but I ain't shocked that management is not really happy with her current reaction. But I don't actually blame her. I blame management. It's like, man, you gotta do your homework, man. I mean, I was not saying you're tearing it up outside of the WWF for the past couple of years. No. I remember I saw her in Ring of Honor. She didn't do anything of note in Ring of Honor. So I'm like, I don't know. It's like, why would Triple H bring her back? It's like, she hasn't been tearing up the indie scene since she left. So her not getting a good reaction, look, man, you have to take that blame. It's like you have to read the room. The room says we not really crying for her to come back like that. So I'm shocked they actually brought her back. So I'm not shocked about her weak crowd reaction. I feel like that's their fault. Read the damn room. The room says nobody was checking for Emma these past 4 years. So why you bring her back? I feel like she was better off in Impact Wrestling. But I saw what's her name? Who else? I saw Evans. Lacey Evans was on this list. Now, I'm trying to wait and see, because at the current moment, I have no issue with Lacey Evans. Look, whatever it is she's doing, I think she has tons of potential. I think she can be a female Sergeant Slaughter. This current gimmick, hey, I like it. You know why? Because it's a gimmick that she relates to in her real life. So why not? So we have to wait and see. So I'm going to put her in let's wait and see pile. You know what I'm saying? Let's be patient, because I think Lacey has tons of potential with this current gimmick. You know why? Because she was in the army, right? She was in the military. So that actually makes sense. We know what her character is. Because for the past couple weeks, I've been very impressed with Lacey Evans. So I'm going to put her in the let's see pile. Let's not jump the gun pile. No, I think she's good. Let's wait and see. I think she has the potential to be a top heel on this show. So let's wait and see. Now, who else I saw? Oh yeah, I saw Karrion Kross on this list. Now, I've been telling people the past couple of weeks, this guy needs to cut his hair. Okay? Look, I hate with a passion when people say when he was bald, he looked plain and generic. Okay, by that logic, Stone Cold was generic. Goldberg was generic. Listen, when he was the ringmaster, he was boring with no charisma. He wasn't allowed to show off his true charisma. These are his words, not mine. He wasn't allowed to be himself. Hence why he was just a bald guy with freaking black trunks. So you're saying he is boring too? So look, Stone Cold was just a white guy who was bald with black trunks. But do you know why he was over? After he became Stone Cold, it was his new presentation. It's all about presentation. At the end of the day, Stone Cold was a white guy who was bald with black trunks. He was freaking plain and generic when it comes to his appearance. So don't give me crap like, oh, Kross was plain and generic as a bald guy. What about Goldberg? Well, Kane? There's been tons of bald guys, bruh. It's all about how are you presented. New Jack was bald. Freaking Ahmed Johnson was bald, bruh. It's all about, do you have charisma? What is your presentation factor? Are you booked well? Are you presented well? Kross is not to me. It all starts with his hair. When people see him, do you know what they say? They say, why should we take this guy seriously? Why should we be intimidated by this guy? What is it? They don't know. They see a guy who has a pretty boy haircut. He has a fitness model haircut. That's not what got him over. What got him over was that bald head. That bald head made him look scary, crazy, psychopath. Now, they see him with a hot chick, with nice clothes, with fancy looking hair now. They say, how was he a monster? Him? You know what I'm saying? Like, what made Scarlett and Kross special in NXT, they gave off Beauty and the Beast vibes. That's what it was. Beauty and the Beast vibes. That's why they were special. Those are the best couples. Couples where Kross was a monster and he had a hot ass girl. It's like she came across as she's hot. Her ass likes bad boys. Now it's like Cross looks like a fitness model on IG. How are we supposed to take him seriously like he's a monster? The fact that he was bald, that gave him more cred. Being bald as a wrestler, that works. Goldberg, Stone Cold Kane, that proves it. Being bald works for certain guys. Damn, like people always say, Stone Cold looks better bald than he did when he had blonde hair. Make that make sense. See what I'm saying? People think Goldberg looks better bald than with hair. That's Cross. He looks better bald. It's like, can you imagine Goldberg with hair? No. There's no way in hell Eric Bischoff would have gave Goldberg a monster push if he had hair. Of course not. The fact that he was bald, the fact that he was compared to Stone Cold Steve Austin, that's what gave him a monster push. That bald look was popular back then. I don't care if you say, oh, Cross was plain and generic. No, he was not. Once again, by that logic, Stone Cold was plain and generic. He was bald. The hell? Austin was boring as hell when he was the ringmaster, man. I'm going to keep on saying it. He was boring. Tons of bald guys that got over. Based on how the way they were booked, based on their character. It's all about your character. When it comes to Cross, his character don't match his look. That's the problem. He kind of comes across as a poor man's Edge. See, Edge can pull it off. Edge had long hair since day one. Edge was always known as, I don't know, he was always known as a pretty boy, bad boy. That's not Cross, man. Cross is trying to be a Edge. He's trying to be a poor man's Edge. Nah, man, you ain't Edge. That's what it's coming across as. He's trying to be a bad boy, pretty boy. That ain't your look. That's not your game. Nobody cared about Cross on the indies when he had hair. Once he shaved his hair bald, that's when he took off. Being bald works for certain guys. Not all. Certain guys work good bald. Look at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Hold on. So you're saying Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson looks plain and generic? So I'm saying, you people just hate Cross. I don't know why. Cross is a nice guy in real life. I don't know why people don't like him. It's weird. Listen, if Cross wants people to take him seriously, he has to shave his head. Shave your hair. That's not what got you here. What got you here was being a scary looking bald guy with a hot girl. That's what got you over. That's what made me fall in love with Karrion Kross on the indies. That bald head look was crazy to me. He looked like a monster in TNA. Okay, how about Bobby Lashley? He's been bald since day one. Are you saying he's plain and generic? Hold on, Lashley is a perfect example, man. He is bald since day one. So is he plain and generic? Nope. Right? Look, all Cross has to do, shave your head, man. Just shave your hair bald. People will see your true potential. Now it's like people see you as a poor man's Edge. That's not good. So I would put Cross in the let's see category. Let's not throw in the towel on Cross just yet. Once he gets a haircut, that's when we should take him seriously. Once he shaves his hair, then let's see where he goes. Now, I seen Xia Li. She was on his list. Now, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like Xia Li does have upside. But, man, they keep on trying with her. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, it feels like they only like one girl who's Asian on that roster, and that's Asuka. She's down bad, man. She has to compete with Asuka. That's the hard part when it comes to Lee. She has to compete with Asuka. People don't see her in that light. So she's down bad, man. She has a lot of work to do. But if you book her like a silent badass, I think that will work. Book her like a girl who says nothing. Make her say nothing. Make her cut no promos. Make her a silent killer. I think that can work with her character. So I will put her in the let's see category. If you were to book her as a silent killer, I think that can work. As a silent hitman light killer, I think she can work. Now, when it comes to Baron Corbin, look, I remember a couple of months back I said, I don't like this pairing. JBL and Corbin. I said, look, JBL needs to take his ass down to NXT. How about you manage Von Wagner? He needs to manage a young up-and-coming wrestler, not a guy who's been here for the past 8 years on the main roster. No. Corbin don't need a mouthpiece. That's why it was an odd pairing. Corbin needs no mouthpiece. Corbin can talk. So I thought that was a weird pairing. Corbin don't need JBL. Now, what should Corbin do after? Now, I would love to see Corbin as a face. Why not, man? Let's try it. Let's try to turn Corbin to a face. Why not? I feel like we should try it as an experiment. Can the crowd cheer Corbin? Maybe. We don't know. He has been a heel since day one. It's like, it's making him seem boring, like Corbin has a ceiling. Let's not make Corbin a one-trick pony. Let's see if Corbin can be a face. I would say, okay, people are saying, oh, turn her back to the lone wolf. I'm like, nah, man, like, why go backwards? That was years ago. Why go backwards? All Corbin needs to do is find a new character and turn face. Let's see where it goes, but don't go backwards. Go forward. Be like Chris Jericho. Reinvent yourself when it comes to your character. Reinvent yourself into something new and fresh. Don't go to being the freaking lone wolf. It's like that was years ago, bro. It's like, that's old, man. Come up with something new and fresh. Be new, be different. I think Corbin has upside. If he were to turn face, I say, why not? Let's try it. So that's my opinion on that list. That's it. I'm done.